The highlights of today's defense news, 22nd of January 26. Indian Navy signs contract for 3 bottom-opening non-propelled barges with Suryadipta Projects Private Limited, Thane. An RFI for Indigenous design and development of Nask 129K and Ksak 129K. InSpace partners with Pixxel-Led Consortium to pioneer India's sovereign EO satellite network under the public-private partnership framework. HAL hands over advanced Dornier 228 aircraft to Indian Coast Guard, boosting maritime surveillance and SAR capability. ARDE is creating specialized anti-drone ammunition for the Army's 7.62 mm assault rifles to effectively and affordably counter drones. India's 26,000 crore satellite fleet, 52 surveillance satellites equipped with night vision scheduled for launch by 2029 to secure borders and maritime zones. Defense Minister pledges 50% private sector stake in India's defense production drive. Sargad and Government of Telangana sign MOU to invest $100 million in aerospace and defense manufacturing ecosystem. DRDO advances 300 kilowatt high energy laser with hybrid gas technology, eyes 20 kilometer plus range. IIT Dharwad secures 18 crore rupees for Defense Technology Center of Excellence. Moschip powers ISRO's NAVIC with milestone 28 nm SOC delivery to Space Applications Center. Renault to build long-range spy and strike drones for French forces. France commissions Loft Orbital to develop first sovereign SAR satellite. A look at the news in detail. On 18th of January, the Indian Navy signed a contract with Suryadipta Projects, Thane, for the construction and delivery of 3 bottom-opening non-propelled barges. These barges are designed to support naval logistics by transporting and discharging materials like dredged soil, aggregates, or other loads directly onto the seabed through their bottom-opening mechanisms. What are the key features? They are equipped with large hatches doors on the hull bottom that opens to release cargo directly into the water or seabed. They are operated with the assistance of tugboats, reducing complexity and cost of onboard propulsion systems. They are ideal for carrying dredged material, sand, gravel, or other bulk loads for disposal or seabed reinforcement. In India's case, these barges are being built under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, ensuring high local content and strengthening domestic shipbuilding. They are constructed with robust steel hulls to withstand repeated loading-unloading cycles in marine environments. In space, India's National Space Promotion and Authorization Centre has awarded a 1,200 crore contract to a consortium led by Pixel Space alongside strategic partners PIRSITE, SatSure, and Dhruva Space. This Earth observation public-private partnership initiative marks the nation's first fully indigenous commercial satellite constellation designed, built, owned, and operated by private entities. The agreement, announced in August 25, aims to deploy 12 multi-sensor satellites over the next 3 years to 5 years, integrating panachromatic, multispectral, hyperspectral, and synthetic aperture radar payloads for comprehensive Earth intelligence. Pixel Space, a Bangalore-based innovator in hyperspectral imaging, leads the effort with its expertise in spacecraft manufacturing and advanced optical sensors. PIRSITE contributes sovereign SAR capabilities, specializing in maritime domain awareness through radar and AIS technologies, ensuring all-weather day-night monitoring. SatSure brings artificial intelligence-driven geospatial analytics to transform raw satellite data into actionable decision intelligence, while Dhruva Space provides robust satellite platforms, launch integration, and mission operations support. Hindustan Aeronautics delivered 2 upgraded Dornier 228 aircraft to the Indian Coast Guard at the HAL production facility in Kanpur on 19th of January. The new Dornier 228 aircraft features a state-of-the-art glass cockpit system that replaces traditional analog instruments with fully integrated digital displays. This modern cockpit helps reduce pilot workload, increases situational awareness, and supports more efficient decision making during complex missions over open waters. A major highlight of the upgraded aircraft is the integrated mission management system. This system combines data from multiple advanced sensors like multimode maritime surveillance radar, electro-optical infrared systems, automatic identification system receivers. Together, these systems provide real-time tactical intelligence and situational awareness across large oceanic areas, helping operators detect, classify, and track maritime traffic effectively. The MMS presents all sensory information on a single display, enabling the Coast Guard crew to monitor coastal waters swiftly and accurately. The Armament Research and Development Establishment ARDE has confirmed it is developing a specialized anti-drone ammunition. The new bullet is designed specifically for standard 7.62 mm assault rifles, offering infantry soldiers a practical and affordable tool to neutralize hostile drones. The core of this technology lies in its unique projectile design. Unlike standard solid bullets, which requires precise direct hits, a difficult feat against small, fast-moving targets, this anti-drone round is engineered to fragment upon leaving the rifle barrel. According to ARDE scientists, the bullet disperses into many smaller pieces in a controlled conical pattern similar to a shotgun shell but fired from a standard service rifle. This spread effect drastically improves the chances of striking a drone's vital components like its rotors or electronics, effectively creating a net of fragments that is much harder for a small aerial target to evade. The Indian government has authorized a 26,907 crore program to launch 52 advanced satellites. This initiative is designed to transform India's ISR posture. The constellation will combine multiple sensor technologies, including electro optical cameras, synthetic aperture radar, and crucially, infrared imaging systems. These infrared sensors will allow observation even at night through clouds and in adverse weather conditions. ISRO will develop 21 satellites while the private sector firms will manufacture the remaining 31, marking the largest private contribution to the Indian military space program. The Defense Space Agency will oversee operational command of the constellation once deployed. The satellites will operate across multiple orbits, from low Earth to geostationary positions, providing comprehensive coverage of strategic regions. The new constellation will drastically reduce revisit times over target areas, enabling detection of troop movements, infrastructure development, and naval activities. Artificial intelligence will enable satellites to autonomously identify threats and prioritize urgent imagery with onboard processing, reducing dependence on ground stations for real-time threat assessment. Surrogate and the government of Telangana signed a memorandum of understanding to establish AeroNext, a collaborative initiative to modernize India's aerospace and defense manufacturing at the World Economic Forum. Surrogate is targeting the deployment of up to $100 million in the state's aerospace and defense sector over the next several years. The initiative addresses a critical supply chain gap as global air travel continues to expand and demand for new aircraft and their sustainment accelerates. OEMs are seeking reliable, cost-competitive manufacturing partners to meet this growing demand while managing supply chain uncertainty. The initiative targets four strategic objectives: investing in and modernizing MSMEs, developing capabilities to deliver high-precision components, subsystems, and structures for next-generation aircraft and defense programs, facilitating access to global OEMs and the tiered supply base, establishing an MRO Center of Excellence for aerospace components. DRDO is making strides in futuristic warfare with its development of a 300 kilowatt high energy laser system, a cornerstone of the Project Durga 2. This powerful laser system uses a hybrid gas laser architecture to deliver precise and sustained energy at extended ranges of over 20 kilometers, offering a new layer of protection against drones, missiles, and aircraft in modern combat scenarios. What is the DRDO Surya laser weapon? At its core, the DRDO's 300 kilowatt HEL weapon is a directed energy system designed to destroy or disable targets without traditional ammunition. Instead of firing projectiles, it uses a focused laser beam to rapidly heat and neutralize threats in mid-air. The new design integrates electric power with advanced gas laser technology, combining the best features of both approaches to optimize performance and scalability. It builds upon DRDO's prior work in solid state lasers and gas lasers, bringing them together into a potent hybrid solution. How does it work? Centrifugal bubble secondary optical group. This advanced optical protection system keeps the beam path clean by expelling gas bubbles and particles that could interfere with a high energy laser beam. It ensures stable power transmission over long distances. High gain supersonic nozzle. By accelerating the gain media through supersonic flow, this nozzle significantly boosts energy extraction, increasing the efficiency of the laser output. Larger aperture beam director, a precision mirror assembly that shapes and directs the high energy beam to accurately hit targets beyond 20 kilometers. This part is still under development but is essential for long range performance. Adaptive control systems. These systems adjust the beam dynamically in real time to counter atmospheric effects like turbulence, ensuring the laser remains effective in varied weather and battlefield conditions. Once fully validated, the 300 kilowatts HEL weapon is expected to neutralize aerial threats at ranges beyond 20 kilometers, including UAVs and drones, cruise missiles, fixed wing aircraft, other high speed or low signature targets. Unlike traditional missile interceptors, laser weapon delivery energy at nearly the speed of light, reducing response time and allowing repeated shots at a low per shot cost once powered. Indian Institute of Technology Dharwad has secured an 18 crore rupees to establish a strategic center of excellence in defense technology and industry 5.0. The center will focus on next generation defense systems, advanced manufacturing, human machine collaboration, and AI driven cyber physical technologies. Anchored at the Dhar- Dharti Foundation Research Park, it will bring together academia, defense PSUs, MSMEs, startups, system integrators, and global OEMs to accelerate TRL driven research, prototyping, and deployment. The center will be rolled out in phases under the oversight of the Karnataka IT, BT, and Electronics Department and the Karnataka Innovation and Technology Society, positioning North Karnataka as a key defense and deep tech innovation hub. The global news. French automaker Renault has announced it will start manufacturing long range strike drones in partnership with defense contractor Turkish Gaillard. These drones will bear a resemblance of Iran's Shahed drone, a low cost loitering munition weapon. The project will be carried out under a contract with the country's Directorate General of Armament that could be worth as much as 1 billion euros. Renault will produce the drones at its facilities in Le Mans as well as Cléon, west of Paris. The Le Mans facility will manufacture the new drone's chassis, while the Cléon factory will produce the engines. Renault and Turkish Gaillard drones will have a 10-meter wingspan. It will also be produced at an extremely competitive price. The French government has initiated a new program to develop its own space based synthetic aperture radar capability under a contract with US startup Loft Orbital, along with partners Thales Alenia Space and Tecover France. Loft, which is headquartered in San Francisco but has a major operating unit in Toulouse, France, is servicing as the prime contractor and leader of the trilateral consortium. Thales Alenia Space and Tecover are co-designing the SAR sensor payload. The program will draw on Thales Alenia Space capabilities in Earth observation instruments and ground segments. In particular, teams responsible for altimetry will contribute to the development of the imaging radar, while the user ground segment will leverage the company's expertise already proven on export programs. That's the news for today. We hope you have enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.